Hello, this is Teacher Agbanyaga again. I'm absolutely grateful that you are here with me today to learn something new on this mini YouTube channel dedicated to the name Vodu. It is my wish that someday I have the time and energy so that I can reveal the true meaning of Vodu as left behind by the unchristianized native Ebbers. In today's podcast, I will be describing how does one come by the individual self or destiny which he or she worships. This practice is similar to standing in front of a mirror every day and telling your own image that stares back at you that I love you and that you are absolutely amazing. This takes us to the conversation of building your own destiny and establishing a place for it or an abode for it. In the Anglo-Ewe language, it means wose tutu and nofododona wose. When a person has series of bad luck, according to the Anglo-Ewe traditional custom, the individual, through consultation, is to try to find clarification from an amagashi or diviner, who in most cases would divine that your destiny or sir wishes to establish a place for it. In simple terms, it means to create or build an image of your destiny. Once the image creation is decided, the individual, clad in white cloth, is taken to a river or lagoon where his or her destiny or sir is invoked by breaking open an egg and offering beer brewed from maize, commonly known as liha in the Ewe language, by offering the following words or incantation. It was only yesterday, or it was only in the recent past, that the individual was plagued with series of problems. It has been disclosed that only by having close companionship or friendship with her, sir, or destiny can she be relieved. With this situation, we are now in your presence to fetch you. May you accompany her. Let this mark the end of her misfortunes. Bless her with abundant wealth, prosperity, good health, and children. At this point, the diviner or amagashi already determined the object in which the individual sir or destiny wishes to live in or dwell in. In this case, it was aya, wogba, or a brass bowl provided by the individual. The individual also provided 2 turkey, both hen and cock, and 2 white fowls, both hen and cock, mud from various sources, from the sea, from the river Volta, and from the Mono River, or any river close by. Prayer was offered over this, and the individual sir or destiny was invoked. A human figure carved from kukoti or kukochi, a particular plant bearing fruit from the plum species. This is placed upright in the brass bowl or ayawogba provided by the individual. Prior to that, serma or destiny leaf or a particular leaf from a specific tree known as serma was placed in the brass bowl at the 7th count, and gin, an alcoholic drink, poured over it. With the help of the mud, an earthen figure was created from the wooden one. The figure was whitewashed and coated with white clay. A fowl was slaughtered over it. The earthen figure, as the sir or destiny, received the blood, and the fowl was used to prepare or cooked jekble, a red meal, for the individual and the diviner, which they all ate, and some distributed to other helpers or assistants. The individual was shaved to the skull and kept in the shrine for 7 days. This practice is known as Seho Dede. At the end of the 7th day, a second fowl was slaughtered. The blood was offered to the individual sir or destiny. There was another session of feasting in which the diviner showed gratitude and appreciation to all those who helped. The individual was given specific days to offer prayers to her sir or destiny by evoking her presence by the use of soft drink such as maize beer and water. To feed her sir, the individual was instructed to use akple, a native food made from cassava dough and powdered maize, or cooked rice may be offered. The individual was told not to use palm oil, as this is not acceptable. A piece of white cloth was used to cover up the individual's sir or destiny. This is known as awudodona wose. It is essential to observe that the worship of sir, as I have described in this podcast, has the characteristics or features of a Vodu or an extreme personal nature, simply connected with Mau. If you haven't already watched my video, please, I'll put a specific video into the description about Mau or Mau. In conclusion, it is essential to know that the worship of Sir or your own destiny, as I have described in this podcast, has the characteristics of a Vodu or an extreme personal nature spirit simply connected with Mau. I hope that you have learned something new. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video so that this mini channel dedicated to Vodu can grow. Love yourself first and the rest shall follow, because essentially you are part of Mau. Thank you again.